Hello, I'm your fellow map, and here are 5 unanswered questions in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Let's define it. Oh, and be aware this will contain major spoilers per JoJo. First question is, did Hamon just disappear? Hamon, which is roughly translated to Ripple, was the power system of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it is the main power system for both Phantom Blood and Battle Tendency, and was a side chick in Stardust Crusaders. Hamon is a martial art that uses breathing to imitate the power of the sun, enabling Jonathan and Joseph to fight against vampires and Pillar Men. Now, it does not make a character shoot laser beams or use a sun-powered Kamehameha, but it might also be that considering how versatile it is. Do you have a broken arm? Use Hamon to fix it. Do you want to punch a guy standing far away from you? Use Hamon to zoom punch it. Do you want to use bubbles as a weapon? Use Hamon! Careful though, that technique has getting crushed by a giant rock listed as a side effect. Long story short, Hamon is a broken power system that got written out of the story. Now, what happened to Hamon? In Part 3 Stardust Crusaders, we only get to see Joseph transmit the power of Hamon through his stand Hermit Purple, especially against Dio. Thinking about it now, why didn't Joseph teach Jotaro how to use Hamon, considering they will be fighting a time-stopping vampire? So why did Hamon disappear? It might be because of the stand being introduced in Stardust Crusaders as the new power system. Another reason could be that they are no longer fighting vampires, well, except for Dio, Vanilla Ice, and that other guy. And I guess people decided that stands are cooler than Hamon because you get to name it after your favorite band or song. Careful though, it has copyright claim listed as a side effect. Another question is, who saved Josuke? Now in Part 4 Diamond is Unbreakable, it was revealed in a flashback that Josuke styled his hair after the mysterious person that saved him when he was ill and stuck in a blizzard. A lot of fans theorized that the mysterious guy could be Josuke himself, with Kira using Dust to transport Josuke back in time, thus saving his younger self. But that doesn't make any sense considering that Kira is trying to kill the Duwang gang and not give them a hot tub time machine to save themselves. So who is this mysterious guy that saved Josuke? Well, it could be Hanamichi Sakuragi who was late for basketball practice, maybe it's Metal Bat trying to smack another redraw of Elder Centipede, it may as well be Kuwabara and wanted to hit on Josuke's mom, Tomoko. The third question that we have is, what happened to Fugo? After the story reveals that the boss of Passione is trying to kill his daughter Trish Una to keep his identity a secret, the Bucciolati gang was put in a tough decision, to either betray the boss or kill Trish and Bruno. Giorno, Mista, and Abacchio easily made their decision to join Bruno in protecting Trish from the boss, while Narancia made a last-minute decision by having an identity crisis. Fugo was the only gang member to not make a decisive choice. It is unknown whether Fugo decided to become a loyal member of Passione considering he stayed at the docks where the boss is, or escape the world of Mafia and live a peaceful life. Although, there is the light novel called Purple Haze Speedback that features Fugo and is set after the story of Part 5 Golden Wind, where he is tasked to kill a narcotics team. But this was not written by Araki and may or may not be considered as canon. In the end, we never saw Fugo again. Going back to Morio with Diamond is Unbreakable, one of the unanswered questions is, why didn't Joseph use Hermit Purple to find Kira? The main plot of Diamond is Unbreakable is stopping a serial killer named Yoshikage Kira. Halfway through Part 4, the Duwang gang managed to unravel the identity of Kira. The only problem is, Kira was able to escape them even after taking a beatdown from Jotaro and Star Platinum. Thankfully though, they have Joseph Joestar's stand ability, Hermit Purple. Unfortunately, they never used it. The ability of Hermit Purple is divination, and it allows its user to acquire any information that he wishes to see, like smashing a camera to take lousy but sexy photos of Dio, or holding a TV that plays random channels that have a better bumper than videos on Reddit. It's kinda like the internet but on a terrible dial-up and full of ads. No wonder Joseph stopped using it. So why didn't Joseph use Hermit Purple to find Kira? One reason could be the huge number of stand users in Morio is interfering with Hermit Purple's ability to pinpoint its target. I mean, this can be proven on how Joseph used Hermit Purple to find Josuke, but instead got a photo of Angelo. Although this can be put to rest if we saw a scene or two where Joseph indeed used Hermit Purple in a vain attempt to find Kira. So this might be just a case of Araki forgot. Last question is, where is Stone Ocean Part 2? Where is it, Netflix? Where? Kidding aside, the last question is, why did the arrow slip through King Crimson? The final act of Part 5 Golden Wind is preventing the boss of Ashone from using the arrow to acquire the power of a Requiem stand. A Requiem stand is a type of evolved stand that possesses enormous and unimaginable power. The only way to gain a Requiem stand is by piercing the stand with a stand-giving arrow. In the deciding moments of Part 5, we saw Diablo using the arrow to pierce King Crimson, but alas, his efforts were in vain as the arrow slipped through King Crimson. So why did that happen? One possible reason could be that the arrow deems King Crimson and Diablo unworthy of receiving such power. But is that even possible? Well, we know that not every person pierced by the arrow can gain a stand, as some will just die. And even Diablo told Jono that the arrow chooses who is qualified to master the arrow. Another possible reason is that the arrow slipped through King Crimson's hand because it was not Diablo's whole soul, since he also has Epitaph, which means that the arrow should have gone through King Crimson and Epitaph at the same time. But who knows, maybe there is a reality that Diablo managed to get the Requiem stand, so let's try and ask him. Oh, right. I guess trying to find answers to these questions is difficult and only fools will believe their own. So what do you guys think? Are these the possible answers to some of the mysteries left unsolved in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Tell me how wrong I am in the comments. Laters!